What is up, guys? It is your boy Eric Luna back at it again with another video. So I'm sick, like really sick. Like, my allergies are killing me. This morning it took me like 30 minutes to mount the strength to get up out of bed. Like, I was contemplating skipping class so bad. Like, you don't understand. My bed was like embracing me. Like, it would not let me go. And it took like 30 minutes just so I could build the strength so I could get up, go brush my teeth, get ready, and go to class. I know, I didn't say breakfast because, like, honestly, as a college student, I don't really have time for breakfast. It's probably why I'm sick, but it's okay. So, like, in all my turmoil of being sick and tired of being sick, I realized, there's like a lot of similarities between being sick physically and being sick spiritually. On the physical side of the spectrum, you have tiredness, weariness, and lack of motivation. On the spiritual side, you have tiredness, weariness, and lack of motivation. And so I was like, wow, great. So you're telling me I can be two kinds of sick at once. So through all this thinking, I was like, man, but like, I'm not alone, or we're not alone, There's a lot of people in the Bible who have been spiritually sick, physically sick. Like, we have many instances of Jesus going around healing people with diseases, healing people from demons, healing people from all sorts of bad things. See, even David at one point expressed how bad he felt in Psalms 32:3. He said, "When I kept silent, my bones wasted away through my groaning all day long." David was just as sick as me in this verse. Like, my bones are wasting away as I sit in turmoil because I can't do anything. Like, literally. Breathing, eating, and everyday tasks become impossible to multitask. Like, it's like almost when I'm eating, like, I gotta like pause, take in oxygen, and then like resume eating. So here we have David being spiritually sick and expressing how bad it feels that his guilt and his sin weighs upon him. But later down that very same chapter, David says, "I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, and you forgave me of the guilt of my sin." So what David is really talking about here is that there is another kind of sickness that we as Christians may not be aware of all the time. Like I said, Jesus healed all sorts of people. He healed people with demons, he healed the sick, with leprosy, with all sorts of crazy diseases, but I think the most impactful and meaningful one is sin. See, the main purpose of Jesus coming down for us was to heal humanity and the human race as a whole of sin. In Matthew chapter 9, Jesus said, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice, for I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners." So great news. Even though it kind of sounded like the human race as a whole was doomed to eternal damnation, God sent His only Son to heal us of the ultimate disease. See, if you think about it, you can see the parallels here. Just like when we're physically sick, we need antibiotics and medicine. When we're spiritually sick, we need antibiotics and the Lord. See, Jesus is the antibiotics, and He's the ultimate antidote in this situation. Just like sickness or disease enters through some way from the exterior of the body, given to where you are, who you're surrounded with, or what you're doing, sin is the same way. It can be contagious, it can be consumed visually, mentally, and any other way. And just like it can be consumed, Jesus has also promised that it can be healed. See, in order for you to be healed, you have to consume a supplement that goes from the outside of the body to the interior, and it changes you inside out. Same for Jesus. When you're spiritually sick, you need Him to go into your heart, change the inside, and then slowly it'll begin to change the exterior. So slowly but surely, my sickness will go away, just as spiritual sickness is bound to go away when Jesus steps into the situation. Hosea 6:1 says, "Come, let us return to the Lord, for He has torn us, but He will heal us. He has wounded us, but He will bandage us." God lets all these bad things happen sometimes because we need to acknowledge that at the end of the day, if we weren't sick, we wouldn't come to Jesus. Jesus spoke of the sick in spiritual context in Matthew chapter 9. Jesus was eating at the home of a tax collector named Matthew. And then the Pharisees were all of a sudden like, why are you eating with all these sinners, man? And then boom, Jesus shut them down with the ultimate argument. He said, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. But go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners. So Jesus has come to save the sinners and to be the ultimate antidote for anyone who feels and acknowledges that they need spiritual healing. God has promised to restore everything in the end, and He will not leave any work unfinished. So no matter how sick you feel, no matter how sick I feel, I know that this is only temporary and that God is eternal, that His promise still stands, that the enemy comes and he throws shots at us, but at the end of the day, Jesus will always prevail against everything. Jesus is the ultimate rock. He is our strong tower, and He is undefeated at the cross. So I challenge you to look at areas of your life where you might feel like you're spiritually sick or even physically sick. Pray to God and let Him be your antidote. Just like I won't be sick forever, I promise you, you won't either. And so yeah, that concludes my video. Let Jesus be your healer. Deuces, guys.